Hello, America. Welcome to day 8. This is the final day of the revolution to fix democracy, or at least the final day here at the Capitol, but just the start of the revolution. You can see in the background we have the Native American water rights supporters out to support that cause, and they're playing some nice music behind me, so hopefully you get to hear a little bit of that. But I'm happy to be here in front of the California State Capitol and streaming live today, again with the monumental goal of correcting the failure in democracy that we're faced with in this election. The political travesty known as the 2016 election has brought the people of our country together in disbelief. We're disgusted by politics, ashamed of our leaders, and feel as if our vote does not count. I have a hope for the future of our nation. I see a future where the nation's leaders reflect the values and the principles of honorable and loving citizens. I dream of a day when we can vote for candidates that we believe in, not simply the lesser of two evils. I have the solution, and I need your help to build it. That solution is VoteMatrix. VoteMatrix is a platform for a better democracy, a democracy of well-informed voters and accountable politicians, a democracy where every citizen is represented in the polls, in legislation, and in Congress, a democracy that places trust with those who deserve it and empowers those who fight for the people. VoteMatrix is our hope. It bridges the gap between lawmakers and voters by taking the DNA of legislation, breaking it down into universal principles, using analysis from leading experts you trust, filtering that information through your worldview, and ultimately providing you with intelligent, well-researched voting guidance and instant feedback to representatives based on your principles. This means that your opinion counts, your voice is heard, and that your vote is the right one every time, every election. I'm here today to make a difference, because if we don't act, nothing will change. Please join me to fix democracy by liking and sharing on Facebook, voicing your support on Twitter, or funding the app development on our Kickstarter, or come down and chat with me here at the State Capitol in Sacramento. All the information is on our website at www.votematrix.com, and you can use hashtag FixDemocracy or hashtag VoteMatrix to talk about this. So if you want to hear more about this, then keep listening and post comments for me, and I'll address them afterward. So I'm going to jump over to the website and show you what the top 3 failures in democracy are and how we can address those. So here's our website, and if you scroll down on the homepage, you can see the top 3 failures in democracy, the first one being lack of knowledge. You can use hashtag VoteSmart to talk about this one, and this one is about making government work for you. In our democracy, you're obligated to devote days of research before every election to ensure you know who and what to vote for. You're given biased information from each side and are expected to listen to the media, search the internet, verify television ads, watch inconsequential debates, and then come to a rational and well-reasoned decision that matches your principles. The sad truth is the majority of voters don't have the time or the desire to do this. VoteMatrix is the solution. With real-time personalized approval ratings on every candidate measure, you have what you need to vote smart in less time by simply creating your personal principle matrix. The VoteMatrix Ballot App will then provide you with the information you need to vote intelligently every election without tedious research. This app uses the information you provide in your principle matrix and trust matrix to generate personalized approval ratings for each candidate and measure on your ballot. The next major issue is the two-party system. You can use hashtag #more-than-2 to talk about that one. And this is about democracy not being about setting up 2 clubs where members of each are our only options. So we've been told by these clubs that our vote will be wasted if we don't vote for their candidates. And the sad truth is, they're right. Unless enough people vote for a third-party candidate, then you are wasting your vote. VoteMatrix has a solution. With real-time, principle-based polling feedback to the media and voters, you know how likely your vote is for a third-party candidate to succeed. But more importantly, others will know that you support that candidate, and you will be better prepared to vote knowing that your vote will count. The third major issue is accountability. So after Election Day, your elected officials have little need to cater to your opinions unless those opinions are represented by a political action group a union, or a company. They instead heed the call of wealthy campaign contributors, lobbyists, and other members of their party who promise them political favors. The truth is that after Election Day, your voice is lost to them. VoteMatrix has a solution. With real-time, principle-based legislation feedback, your representatives know exactly how their constituents want them to vote and which bills they should author or support. Every action by that politician will then either raise or lower their instant approval rating along with their ability to win the next election. This, combined with an educated electorate and third-party viability, reduces corruption in politics to a minimum. So in order to get this set up, we need your help, your support. This is day 8 of this movement. We just need you to like us on Facebook and share these 3 issues with your friends so they can join the movement as well. And we need enough support to get an investor interested to help fund the full app development of the VoteMatrix principled voting system so that we can help voters to vote smart. The VoteMatrix 4 main VoteMatrix apps or modules of the VoteMatrix principled voting system are the Principal Matrix, the Trust Matrix, the VoteMatrix Ballot App, and the VoteMatrix Gov app. And this is how you're going to define Principal Matrix is how you define which principles you support and you rank them in order of importance to you. This can be a very simple configuration of the basics or based off of a typical platform. If you support standard principles of the Democrat or Republican Party, you can select those and then fine-tune them according to your beliefs. Or you can just go through and define as detailed as you want exactly what your principles are. The second major app is the Trust Matrix app, and this is where you define how and who you want to do the research for you. Whether it be a candidate or a ballot measure, those people will go in and map line item legislation to universal principles. In this way, you're provided with results based off of their research of only the people that you trust to do the research. This means that the recommendations in the system will not be corruptible and will match exactly what what should be recommended to you. The VoteMatrix Ballot App is the app that displays the ballot on Election Day or prior to Election Day so that you can pre-fill out your ballot and very easily see exactly what your personalized recommendations are and drill into and see exactly why they have been recommended to you on each vote. The VoteMatrix Gov app is for after Election Day to keep tabs on your politicians if you need to contact them or if you want to make sure that they are following your principles. You'll also be able to set up notifications so you're notified when new legislation appears in Congress that goes against your personal principles. And so those are the main 4 apps of the VoteMatrix PVS. Hi, sir. Would you like to hear more about the VoteMatrix principled voting system and how the movement to fix democracy?
Okay.
Sure. You want to sit down? Or actually, sorry, we don't have a chair, but
That's right.
I can just tell you briefly about it. So we're here to help voters vote based off their principles, not just based off of campaign ads and the stuff that money buys, right? So popularity. We're getting away from that and having voters vote based off of the actions of candidates, not just hearsay about a candidate. And then in the system, you can define who you trust to do the research on those candidates. So you don't trust this system, you don't trust any particular people, you trust people that you choose to trust, whether or not be a specific news organization or not. And then once they're in office, we track their actions and notify you when they do something that goes against your specific principles.
Okay.
And yeah, here you go. Cool. So it should revolutionize the way democracy is done throughout the world if we can get a system like this in place. So this is day 8 of this movement, and we just need support, sharing, talking with your friends about it to get because we need to get people enough funding to develop the full app and get this in front of people.
Okay.
So and I'm a nerd. I'm a solutions developer, so this is what I do for a living, and this is my solution to fixing democracy.
Cool. Well, good for you for being out.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a great, beautiful day to be out too. All right, thank you. All right. I think that's the basics of VoteMatrix. We do have this nice little catchphrase for you guys. It's think of VoteMatrix as a political matchmaking system run by your personal crack team of investigators in a high security bunker in order to make your voice heard and ensure we hire the best person for the job of representing you in the nation. And you can go through and see each of the functions that match that statement. So the Vote Smart is the political matchmaking system. The Trusted Analysis is your crack team of investigators. The Bias Block is your high security bunker to make sure that the people who are doing the research principles don't affect the results that you get. And then the constituency representation is how we are ensuring that your voice is heard. And then the third party relevancy is how we ensure that the best person for the job is the one who gets it. So please share and like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter, and just keep tabs with us and share with your friends. And thank you for supporting the cause.